Focus on the 15th. I'm Natalie Bean from West Lincoln High School, and today we're going to talk about what college level classes should your child be taking. When we think about registering our kids for classes, the classes that they choose truly depends upon them. And that looks different for every child because some kids are really, really strong in math and science. So they would probably be really successful in a college level class that deals with those subjects. However, if they're not really good in those subjects, then maybe they try a college level class in, let's say, English or history or something that they're stronger in. But either way, you need to choose a class that they're going to be interested in. Because if a kid is interested in the subject, then that inquiry will then automatically set them up for success. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the different college level classes that Lincoln County Schools offers to our high school students. The two things that Lincoln County offers is either AP classes or what we call CCP classes. And an AP class, AP stands for Advanced Placement. It is a program that was created by College Board. And what this does is AP classes provide like this rarest college level class in a variety of subjects that give students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school by scoring either a 3 or higher on their AP exam. A CCP class, CCP stands for Career and College Promise. So this is North Carolina's dual enrollment program. What this does is this allows eligible North Carolina high school students to enroll in classes through North Carolina's community colleges while they're in high school. So, through the next couple of slides, guys, we're going to discuss the pros and cons of both of these programs. And hopefully, by the end, you'll get a better understanding of the difference between the two programs and what's best for your student. Okay. So, when we look at AP and CCP, both of these can help fulfill graduation requirements. Okay. So, there's certain classes through both AP and CCP that can take place of a class that they need in order to graduate. Okay. One of the main reasons kids end up taking these classes, these college level classes, is obviously for the GPA boost. Other than the GPA boost, most of them are looking to receive college credit. And so you can receive college credit both for AP and CCP. However, what I need you to understand is this college credit that you receive is dependent upon the grade and the college. So for AP, I'm going to spend a little bit of time on this one. For AP, that your student would have to score a 3, 4, or 5 on the AP exam in order to get college credit for that class. With that, guys, that credit is accepted in most 4-year universities. Okay. Some Ivy League schools, they may not take the AP course, but you would just have to reach out to those schools like Princeton, Harvard, something like that, in order to see if they would take your AP class and give you credit for it there. With CCP, okay, in order to get credit for the CCP class, it is based upon the grade that you make in that class. Okay, CCP does not always transfer to a 4-year university. So what I need you to understand is there's different levels of CCP classes. And so if you're looking for, let's say, because I teach biology, if you're looking to get credit for college biology, most colleges, 99.9% of them are going to take the AP biology credit. With the CCP, the class that you choose, you would just need to reach out to that college and say, hey, I'm looking at taking this CCP course with this course code. Will you accept that as my general biology credit? And then the registrar could easily tell you if they would take that class. But anyways, the both with AP and CCP, you're gonna get course variety. They offer up a wide variety of classes that we can't always just offer here at school. So, anyways, they give you the opportunity to learn way more interesting things than just your basic curriculum. So you have a choice as to what you'd like to take and what you'd kind of want to learn about. Um, Both of these, both AP and CCP, are going to have rigorous content. So I need you to understand that your child is going to be registering for a college level class, not a high school level class. So both AP and CCP are going to prepare these children for college and the amount of workload associated with a college level class, not a high school level class. So when we look at some more positives of these things, both AP classes and CCP classes are going to mimic that college experience. Okay. So the rigor in that class is going to set your child up to be more successful in a college setting. Okay. College is hard. It is very much the responsibility of the student. They have to take ownership of their work. They have to, of their learning. They have to be organized and have good time management. And by taking these AP classes and CCP classes while in high school, it kind of helps to bridge that gap between high school and college. Anyways, these classes will better shape your student and help them be successful for the things that lie ahead of them. Um, Taking these classes in high school is also going to allow your child to hopefully graduate college on time. As most of you know, it's hard to get out of college now in 4 years if you're just going with no credits in. So, by taking some AP classes and CCP classes and being successful in gaining some college credits that way, then your child goes in more prepared, and it also allows them to get out of college in 4 years instead of tacking on that fifth year. When we look at class fee, currently there is no fee to take an AP class. Okay, you can sign up for an AP class and it is free. The only time you would be charged for an AP class is if you choose to opt out of taking the AP exam in the spring. Lincoln County currently right now covers the $40 fee that is required for AP classes. And so, as long as you sit and you take that AP exam in the spring, there is no charge to take an AP class. With CCP, there is a class fee. It's usually around $15, but it does vary per a class. So it could, it could increase a little bit. As far as a book fee, with AP, there is no book fee. The county purchases our textbooks or we use online textbooks, and so there is no book fee associated with an AP class. CCP, there is a book fee. It varies upon the subject that you're taking, the class, and what that facilitator is wanting you to have. However, there is some grants that can help with some financial aid for those class fees, okay, and those book fees. But again, bringing us back to AP and CCP classes, both of these programs provide rigorous opportunities for students to really, really dive deeper into material and set themselves up for the future instead of just your standard high school classes. Okay. All right, so the last little bit of our positives with AP and CCP classes is with an AP class, you are going to have a familiar instructor. So what I mean by that is the AP classes are taught by usually teachers at that student's high school. However, some of the AP classes are taught online with other Lincoln County school teachers. But either way, your teacher will work for Lincoln County if not at your school. With CCP, those classes are taught by a college faculty member. So there is not really somebody, it may not be somebody that you know. Okay. AP classes normally are face to face. Do you have options to take AP classes online? Yes, you do. But the majority of them, all four high schools in Lincoln County, offer those classes face to face. CCP classes, the majority of CCP classes are taken online. You do have the option to report to that community college and take some of these classes face to face, but the majority of them are an online platform. So if you are somebody that does not learn well on your own, okay, and doing the work online, CCP classes may not be an option for you, okay. The other thing is with AP, the as a parent, you do have a contact with a teacher. So again, most of the teachers are in the school building at your student's location. So there is a teacher that you can contact um, about their grade and things like that. However, with CCP, okay, there is no contact with that college professor. That individual is a college facilitator, and they're there to teach that class just like if it were being college. And so in college, like, they don't really communicate with parents. Okay. All right. So that's going to take us to our negatives of AP and CCP classes. I don't really consider these things negative, but these are the downsides. First and foremost, both of these classes are going to be challenging. Okay. They are college level classes. They are not meant to be easy, they are meant to challenge your student. Okay. With that, I need you to understand that rigor can vary. With AP, there is a very, very strict curriculum set out that every AP teacher has to follow, that is set up by College Board, so that every teacher is teaching at the same rigor across the whole United States and across the world. Okay. But with CCP, that rigor can vary. It can vary upon which class you sign up for. So, like, if you're taking biology, there may be like an biology 1100, and then there may be an a biology 1200. Well, those are two separate classes, okay? One may be easier than the other one because one's an intro into the next one. So, the rigor when you're looking at CCP classes can depend upon that course code and the facility and the instructor that is actually teaching that class, okay? Um, because these classes are challenging and the rigor is really there, like, students have to have time management. If time management is something that you really struggle with and we're really big procrastinators, college level classes may not need to be taken like early on in high school. We may need to learn that responsibility of time management using honors classes before we hop into these college level classes, because of the challenge, because of the rigor, and because of the time management that is required, okay, it does lead to a lot of stress, okay? AP classes, CCP classes, they can add stress to your students' course load, I mean, to their life, okay, and to their course loads. But stress is associated with both of these college level classes. Here's the thing. If you fail an AP class or a CCP class, depending on what class you failed, okay, it can affect your high school graduation. It may simply be that you have to retake a class here at the school that will help fulfill a graduation requirement. Or it could be, guys, that it sets them back as far as the amount of credits they need in order to graduate. So both of those can affect your high school graduation. Okay. AP, this does not apply to AP, but if you fail a CCP class, it could potentially affect your financial aid in the future, okay? Because you are dealing with a community college here. It is not, it is completely ran through that community college. So, again, in the future, your financial aid could be affected if you do fail a course, all right? AP classes are going to follow our Lincoln County Schools school schedule. So on the first day of school and on the last day of school, depending on when your class starts, okay, it will follow everything that Lincoln County has set out for us. However, with CCP classes, it is a community college class, so their schedule will very differ from what Lincoln County Schools high school calendar looks like. So classes may start earlier, they may start later, and that is the responsibility of the student in order to know when their class starts and when their class ends and when their exams will be. So that is kind of a little bit of a negative. I hope you found this information helpful in registering your student. And for now, or even in the future, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact your counselors at your current schools, or you can reach out to myself. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.